Good morning, Jurassic builders, and welcome back to campaign mode. We are starting today with Hawaii.
Ever since the dinosaurs started spreading far and wide, there's been good money in the world of paleophotography. And I like money, good or otherwise. So go out there and capture the majesty of nature so I can enjoy the majesty of a luxury day spa. But get going before the herd gets spooked by the camera on wheels, eh?
So I'm going to be adding in just some commentary throughout this to walk through a couple things that I learned going through this. If that's not helpful for you, feel free to mute this. That's okay. I'm not personally offended. If it is helpful for you, though, definitely like or hit that subscribe button real quick. Just let me know that is helpful, and I'll continue to do these moving forward. But as you see, we'll hit the Gallimimus, and then on the right here, I got lucky with the Pteranodons. You don't actually need to take pictures of the Pteranodons right now because there's going to be a better spot for them later on. When you come around this corner here that we're going to do, I always just pull the camera out and just start taking pictures because this is where the Microceratus is, and sometimes it's really hard to see, so I just take a quick picture. And then occasionally when you go over these sides of these cliffs, I always try to take a picture. I'm not doing it right now because I already had the Pteranodon, but you can always take a quick picture as you're just drifting by the side, as long as it doesn't take too much time away from driving. Because we are doing this on Jurassic Difficulty, so it is a little bit faster. So over here, there's just the two dinosaurs. If you can see it in the front, you take a picture. If not, you can take it right here. And then up there is that waterfall. That's actually where you can see more of the Pteranodons as one's just flying over us. That's where you can see more of them. And so you don't need to take a picture earlier. You can just do it there to get that. I've already took a picture of this dinosaur, but I always do it anyways the second time. Again, you don't need to focus on getting $2 million. That's gonna happen regardless. The biggest thing to focus on is finding the dinosaurs first. And I like to use the camera to kind of see where the dinosaurs that I haven't taken pictures of, and I just kind of point and shoot when I'm doing these. When you go through these here, I just hit the gas for a second and then I drift through it. And then if I'm drifting right here, I should be able to just take a picture as I'm driving to get a lot of the dinosaurs in this valley here. You can go left or right over here. And so I always go left, and then I can kind of see if there's a dinosaur that I'm missing because you'll see the icon is a little different. And if it's in these trees, I just point and shoot. So just drive, get some momentum, and then switch to your camera, point and shoot. You should still be driving, so you're not going to lose a lot of momentum. And that's one of the big things when you're doing this on Jurassic Difficulty is you don't want to lose as much momentum as you can.
You might want to try it again.
So you go on the left side and find any, and then you're also going to want to, as you're going through, this is helpful for me, just look over the cliff here into those trees and just start taking pictures because there's a bunch of dinosaurs in there that you can't see that you can just get ahead of right now. And then when you're coming up on the rocks on the right here, there is the Tapejara in there, and so you're going to just start taking pictures of the cliff. You'll get it eventually. It takes 2 or 3 photos sometimes to get it. But I always do that to just get it in the cliffs. You get to this bigger lake and you can just drive around the sides of it, and when you have a little bit of momentum and you're turning, just switch onto your camera, take a photo, and you can get a lot of them right there. And then again, if you see at the top of your screen where it shows the dinosaurs that you have taken pictures of versus haven't, if you see any here, that just get so you're aimed straight at it and then just point and shoot. Just point and shoot through a lot of this spot. And so we'll see, I've still got like 3.5 minutes, so we're about halfway through it, and I've got a little more than half of the dinosaurs in here. Not focused on the type of dinosaur behaviors, though. That's not important right now. Don't focus on that. Just try to get through as many of the dinosaurs as possible. And if you have time at the end, you can worry about finding the specific behaviors that you're missing.
Another one, perhaps? Asset identified.
And when you're in here, there are a couple more just smaller dinosaurs that can be a little finicky or harder to see. So it's helpful every now and again to, as you're driving, pull out the map.
Artistic.
And you can find that by pulling the left trigger or the left bumper. One of the buttons on the left can pull up your map, and that's going to make it a little bit easier if you feel like you're missing a dinosaur to see where it might be. It doesn't tell you exactly what it is, but it is helpful to be kind of looking at it. Again, taking pictures off the cliffs. This is way easier to just take them off the cliff. As long as you don't get really close, because I've done this before and I've driven off that cliff a plethora of times. And most of the time I'm going through this, I'm just hitting the gas. Then if I need to turn, I'm just like hitting that left bumper for a second, or left trigger, and then I'm going back to the right so I can kind of drift a little bit, slide through these, and not feel like I'm totally stopping as I'm going down it. But when you go over these little, this downhill, whenever I'm turning to the left here, I try to pull the camera out and then lean to the right and take a picture. See how many things I can get out of the way that way. And at this point, we should be through most of the dinosaurs. So we've got, at least in this run, I've got 26 out of the 30 completed. And then missing Triceratops, Lystrosaurus, and a couple others that we'll need to get on the downside over here. And so this whole thing is a loop. So you should just be able to do a whole circle and get most of them. But at this point, if you have less than like 24 dinosaurs, you probably missed one. So you'll want to just go back and restart that. And this hasn't been a perfect run. Like, I've hit a couple trees. I've had some dinosaurs run into me. So you don't need to, this doesn't need to be a perfect run to hit Jurassic mode difficulty and complete this. The Lystrosaurus over here, again, super small. So just want to pull over, like, as you're driving, just start taking pictures as you pass that water. You'll hit it. Like, there is enough over there, you should be able to find it. And then we've got here. And so once you get to like 28 dinosaurs, you can start looking at the top of the screen and trying to figure out where that last dinosaur is. For me, it's over here in the cliff somewhere, and I couldn't find it. So I'm just looking at the map and getting myself straight and then point and shoot. And that got it. And then at this point, I only had 6 of the behaviors. So I need to start looking for a couple of them at that point. And you can't, maybe I'm wrong, you can't really predict these behaviors in my opinion. So at that point, I just start taking pictures of dinosaurs. So you take as many pictures of dinosaurs just to get through the last. These last one I needed was feeding. I think it was dinosaur eating plants.
When you woke up, did you imagine you'd be earning 5 whole stars today? Because I did. I prepared a speech and everything. But I think the praise belongs to you on this one. Good job.
So there it is. We're able to complete the challenge on Jurassic Difficulty in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. If this is helpful, definitely like and subscribe. I'll continue to go through these in the future, and I'll see ya on the next build.